Hey, I'm Dan, and this is Freedom Bus Chronicles. I'm so glad that you could join me today, and I'm excited to share with you what I have. I think it'll be uh, of interest to some of you out there that are seeking freedom, seeking a different kind of life, possibly. So, what I want to talk to us today about is what it takes to be free, what it takes to get free from uh, struggles in life. I'm not talking about total freedom. There's always going to be some type of struggle in your life, and there is in anyone's life. But talking about what it takes to be free, free from debt, uh, spiritually free, if you desire that in your life. The thing that it takes, the one thing that I thought of right away when I thought about this topic, what it takes to be free, is desire, and is to be free you need to have desire, the desire to be free, whether it be financially, spiritually. You need to have that desire, and the definition of desire is what I think of is to push on to the finish line in a race, even though you're completely exhausted. Pushing on to that finish line. Desires, and it's going to take takes a strong desire to be free in the world, and you have to want that more than anything. Through desire, uh, bankers make a lot of money because they're in love with money. It's through desire that's how they get it done, and they desire money. They find out the way to get it, and they push towards that goal. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Yeah, to desire freedom, to push toward that goal. Um, Strong desire is what we need. And that is fighting and conquering every obstacle in your way. And you can fight through. You can fight through being in debt. You can get through it. You can get to the other side where you're free. There is a finish line. There is there's a place that you can get to where you will be free from debt. But you must still have that determination. You have to have that goal. You have to have that desire to be able to do that. And it just really, it's a matter of beginning to kind of look at your situation to see where you're at, and then working to make that happen. Uh, it seems, it may seem like a daunting task. It may seem as if it's an impossible thing, and people in the world will tell you this. You have to be in debt. You have to borrow money to own a car. You have to borrow money to do this and do that. And I'm telling you today, if you can make payments, you can save money and pay for whatever you buy with cash. If you can make payments and pay the interest, think about it. If you can pay the interest on a car, you can save for a car and pay for it in cash without any interest. That's going to save you a ton of money, and it's going to make you free. So it's, it's just, you got to think through these things. And you think about desire. Through strong desire, cities were built. Through strong desire, battles were fought and won. Wars were fought and won through desire. And, you get so caught up in your daily life and the daily grind. You get so bogged down with the problems of life. You don't really take time to sit down and look at your situation and think, is there a better way? Is there a way out of this life that I'm living? Is there a better life that I could live? I'm just here to tell you that there is a better life. There is a life of freedom. There's a way to get free. And I think back when I was struggling in debt and sin, by the way, I didn't know that there was really a way out. I didn't understand that there was a freedom that I could acquire, a freedom that I could have for myself. And I thought the people that were living this way that I'm talking about were super intelligent, or they found some big secret that I didn't know about. And there's no secret to this. It's basically just living within your means, spending less than you're making, spending less than you're taking in. It's not complicated at all. I believe in my own personal life, and this is my own life. This is what I know to be true because it's happened to me. Is that God gave me the desire to seek freedom, and He helped me to take a good look at the world and the way that people conduct themselves in the world. People are in debt right up to their eyeballs. They have no cushion. They're one paycheck away from disaster. And that all comes from spending more than you make. And that's what debt is. Spending more than you make. If you're paying interest, then you're paying for something you can't afford. And that's the way that the world does it. That's the way that everyone, all of your friends that don't know about this, that's how they live. That's what they'll tell you. Well, you have to have all this credit. You have to be able to go to the banks and get credit. And I'm telling you today, that's not true. And you need to develop a different mindset. And I think for us to get to that place of freedom, we need to desire something better than what the rest of the world does, and to seek after some wisdom that the rest of the world doesn't have. And the Bible tells us that the borrower is servant to the lender. You will serve that lender until that debt's paid off. It'll keep you on your job that you hate. It'll keep you in the town that you don't want to be in. It'll keep you in the state that you don't want to be in. And not a good deal. But if you're free, you can do what you please. You can go where you want to go. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself as to what you can do in life. Life is just a huge open book that's waiting to be lived. And if we are in debt, we do limit ourselves. But if we are debt free, we can go where we want to, quit our jobs if we want to, and move to a different state, move to a different country if you want to. I had an old friend that lived that way, and that's the way people used to live many years ago. And what he did was he was a mechanic, and he told me that if the boss started giving him a rough time, he'd load up his tools onto his truck and say, adios, I'm out of here. And he had people say, you can't just quit like that. And he'd tell them, watch me. Watch me as I drive away. And so, there's a freedom in that. There's a wonderful freedom to be able to pick up and go when you want to go. You cannot do that if you're saddled with debt. What I've done recently is just try to look for a way to be free, and always look for that way. Look for a way where you don't have to be in debt. Look for a way to stay out of debt. Look for less expensive ways to do things, or to stay free. If you want to be free, you need to stay free. So you need to be looking for ways to do that. God will show you how to do that. He'll show you how to stay free, get free. He'll show you how to be free. And you can only experience what I've experienced to know if it's true. You have to try it yourself to see if it won't happen for you. And I am not getting paid for this. And to be honest, I thought that we would try and monetize this channel and try and make money from it. And I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to speak about the Lord and how God has helped us to be free. And I don't want to make money doing that, working for God. I want to just share what I know. And my whole purpose in this Freedom Bus Chronicles is to help you to know and understand that and to get free. You can get free from so many pitfalls in life. And that's the whole reason for Freedom Bus Chronicles. We're here to help you plot your course to freedom. We're here to help you find ways so that you can be free. And it's different. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's situation is different. But God is the same God for everyone. And He is able to work in your life far beyond what you dream possible. I've told you, and I've told people before, that if you turn to Him, He'll take you places. He'll enable you to do things in life. He'll bring new friends into your life. He'll take you places. He'll help you along the way financially. So I want to just read this little bit here. I'm just going to read this little line in the Word of God in the Bible. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 1. Proverbs 18, verse 1. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. If you do that, if you have this desire and to separate yourself unto God, you can begin to seek and to intermeddle or to be a part of all wisdom. This wisdom, the ability to stay out of debt, doesn't come from the world. No. They will pull you into debt. Your friends that don't know about this, they will pull you into debt. They will say, oh, come on, the guy's crazy. Or he's just trying to make money doing this. Well, I'm not. And I will never monetize this channel. I will never make any money sharing what I found, what the Lord has showed me. But it's desire. Through desire, a man having separated himself. And then we begin to seek and intermeddle or be a part of wisdom and to make wisdom a part of our life. And I am not wise in my own thinking, but if I have any wisdom at all, I have received that from God. And if I have any knowledge or understanding, that all came from God. Believe me, if you know me long enough, you understand that I'm telling the truth. So this free life can be for you. This freedom from debt can be for you. The spiritual freedom, you can receive that through Christ. And I just want to encourage you along the way. Be free. Seek freedom. Don't settle for anything less, because you are created in the image of God. God created you just for this very thing, so that you can be free. And it doesn't mean that you won't have any problems. It doesn't mean that you won't run into problems in your life. That's sure the case. But the one thing you will have is financial freedom. If you never go into debt, you will never be burdened with debt. If you never go into debt, you will never be burdened with debt. If you don't accumulate debt, debt can never be a problem. That's what I tell people about drinking. If you never drink, you are never going to have a problem. But if you do, you are going to have a problem somewhere along the line. Debt is a trap and drinking is a trap. I'm just going to say it like it is. I'm just going to tell you the truth. So if you want to be free, stay away from those things and you can be free today. So God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. I just want to encourage you to contact us at freedombuschronicles at gmail.com. freedombuschronicles at gmail.com. Please comment or send me an email. Let me know how you're doing. I want to encourage you the best way that I know how. And I'll share with you the little bit of wisdom that I found in the Lord. I am debt free. And God has made me free from that. And that's a big deal. Believe me, it's a big deal when it happens to you. So God bless you, and we'll see you next time around.